it's okay to be sad sometimes. It's natural to get sad over things. That's a part of the human experience, and it's beautiful, really. It's great to move through sadness. Just don't set up camp there or build your fortress there, you know? I'm Angel. Thanks for stopping by my channel. I aspire to inspire you to always be blooming into your best, most beautiful, most courageous, most joyful, most playful self. And because of that, sometimes I think people get the impression that I'm like against being sad, that I'm a Pollyanna, that I don't appreciate the dark side, that I don't have any allowance for people expressing their anger or their sadness. And that's not true at all, although I understand why it comes off that way sometimes. Because I do encourage people to be moving through it, not just settling in there. And that's true of all emotions, really. It's like breathing in and out. You gotta breathe out in order to breathe in the next breath. And just like cleansing your body every day, it's important to cleanse those negative thoughts and feelings every day and give yourself a chance to appreciate, to experience gratitude and joy and playfulness. And so it's not that I'm trying to ignore the negative, the sadness, or the anger at all. And I do even see, that it's beautiful at times, and that it's necessary, that it's appropriate at times, and that it's, if you didn't have any sadness and you didn't have any anger, we might worry about you, basically. That's part of, again, the whole gamut of human expression, human experience. And I think there's reasons why we're wired to have those feelings. They are good to have. It's just that I think our culture right now is sort of hung up on a story of victimhood, victimizing and being victimized. Two ends of the same victim stick. And I think it's a little out of skew. It's nothing that a little coat of fire can't fix right up. That's just an expression. I didn't mean that really literally. I just mean, I do kind of in a way, but also we don't have to wait for fire to fix it up. That's a little extreme way of transforming things, although it does work. But you can sort of like that. You can burn things off in your mind, metaphorically and literally, but let's stick to metaphorically for a minute here. And you can write things down and actually physically burn them, and that's a metaphorical burning of things you need to let go of. You can, just take a nice hot bath and then a cold shower. I do that every day that I can, which lately isn't every day, but it's a lot of days, and I'm super grateful for that. And that's a great way to reset. I have a 5-finger mantra that I do that helps reset me, and that's just a way. I do that with some breathing, and I just let go of the negative thoughts. It's not that they're not valid. Some are valid, some are not valid. That's not the point. It's like asking if your plaque on your teeth is valid. Of course it's valid, but you don't need to hang on to it. You don't need to let it build up. You don't need to let it accumulate. You can wash it away. You can find some lightness. You can find some gratitude, something to appreciate, and lighten up the heaviness of your sadness, of your anger, and either put it to use for you or let it go sooner than later, because anger will eat you up. I know. I used to be an anger addict. That's a label that I could own, but I'm not big on labels these days, other than just frivolously to toss them on and then toss them off, like I just did. So there. In any case, I think we do get addicted to, our cells get addicted to the chemical cocktails that our brains produce as a result of our thinking, and we get into negative thought patterns, habits, and it can be a self-fulfilling cycle, where we think something bad's going to happen, and then we get in this bad mood, and then we draw negative things to us, and then we're like, see, that pattern is true. It always happens to me. I watch people go pretty far down that rabbit hole, and I myself have gone fairly far down it. And that's how I know you can pull yourself back up. You can choose something different. You can choose positivity. You can choose to move through it. And here's a tip. It's not run away from it. It's not numb yourself and don't feel it. It's turn around, be brave, and turn around and accept that feeling. Love that feeling. Recognize, I'm feeling sad right now, and I love feeling sad right now. I love that I'm a human with feelings that can feel sad right now. As soon as you turn around and accept yourself, forgive yourself, accept yourself, love yourself, appreciate yourself, be grateful for this body that gives you all these chemical cocktails, that gives you all this data processing machinery, all this capability to experience life, being alive. It's pretty amazing, really. And so if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling angry, some negative emotion, even apathetic, if you're feeling numb, you're feeling apathy, which in some ways can be worse than feeling angry or sad. If you're feeling something that doesn't feel good, just recognize that. Turn around and face that in yourself with love, with acceptance, not with a resistance, not with a this is wrong, what's wrong with me, not with I need to get away from this, change this, not with like this better go away soon. No time limit, no wrong answer, no judgment, no comparison to somebody else and how long it took them or where they are right now in regards to anything. Just you, yourself, and you. And just love. Just acceptance and love. Just sit with it and see yourself. Notice what you're feeling and appreciate that. And I guarantee you, if you start to do that, you might be amazed the very first time you do it, how quickly you transition, you transform that emotion. It just dissolves. It's like sugar in water, baby. It just will dissolve. That feeling will evolve into a new feeling, basically. You can evolve it into gratitude. Don't try to force it into gratitude, although I do say gratitude is an excellent tool to fall back on if you just feel totally stuck, totally overwhelmed, can't get your brain to stop. Believe me, I've been there. Hello. If you're in that pickle, did I just say pickle? I did. Deal with it. If you're in that kind of a pickle, then give yourself a break. Don't beat up on yourself. Don't try to force it. Maybe don't turn around and try to wade through the feeling right now. If it's too overwhelming, it feels like a wave that's just going to drown you, then just say out loud something you're grateful for, and then another thing you're grateful for. Maybe you're grateful for your toes. Maybe you're grateful for your nose. Maybe you're grateful for your eyes, your ears, or your hands, or your belly. Maybe you're grateful for your friends. Maybe you're grateful for your mother, or your father, or your grandfather. Maybe you're grateful for your ancestors. Maybe you're grateful for people that you've never met that are different from you, that give you hope that there's that. Maybe you're grateful for Steve Jobs for inventing the iPhone. I don't know if that really happened. I mean, that happened, but you know what I mean. Anyway, the point is, find things to be grateful for. Your bed, your cat, your kids, your spouse, the green grass, the sky, the sun, the moon, the earth. Find things to be grateful for and say that. And I guarantee it will lighten up. It will add a little levity, a little lightness to that dark heavy if you're stuck in sadness or stuck in anger. I've been stuck in sadness and anger a lot. You may not know that about me, and I'll probably talk about it more in the future. But that's certainly the reason I am so confidently positive is because I've been really negative at times, and I've been real far down the rabbit hole of despair. I've been down that pit a few times, and so I know how to float up, fly up. You can't dig yourself out, and that's kind of what I'm getting at. You gotta accept and love. You can't resist and push and try too hard. I've done it. I've tried too hard often, and I laugh at myself because I often get hurt, or I just make it harder than it needs to be by not keeping it simple, silly. That's that KISS phrase. Keep it simple, silly. I like that as a good reminder, an acronym reminder. Could be your mantra if you want. Anyway, that's another good tip, finding a mantra. I align my whole self with my true self. That's a good quick one. I have many these days that I use. I've been playing with that a lot. You can find some of them in my YouTube channel. As always, I would welcome any questions and comments you have, and in particular, question of the day, what's your mantra? Do you have a mantra that you're willing to share? I would love to know what it is. If you want to talk about how it helps for you, how it works for you, how it's evolved, I'd love to know that too. As always, you can find ways to connect to me and support me in the description below. And until next time, I wish you peace, prosperity, positivity, potential, progress, love and laughter, and playfulness. Don't forget to drive forward.